It's not just radio, it's Rockland World Radio. RocklandWorldRadio.com.
Jake talks and the world's listening. Who's Jake?
I'm Jake.
And I'm Jake.
We're Jake. And Jake's talking to teens about everything in our world.
Hooking up.
Getting down.
Rocking the vote.
Rocking the boat.
Jake lives at the JCC in Rockland County, New York, and Jake is talking now on the web. And every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, join us live or catch up with Jake by logging onto his archives at rockandworldradio.com/Jake Talks. Listen up, Jake Talks.
Hello and welcome to Jake Talks, JCC teens saying what you're thinking. Jake Talks is brought to you by the JCC Mitzvah Makers. We're making a difference in Rockland County and around the world. Kathy Eisen is our producer.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
I am good, Sam. How are you doing?
I'm a little tired today. I think I have a pinched nerve in my trap, but I'm getting through it.
You're getting through it. I heard you had some good news in the mail.
Oh, yeah. I got into Michigan.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, University of Mich.
We shall clap.
I'm telling you, great
Nice,
football
baby.
games.
Nice.
Blue and gold.
Maize.
Maize.
Blue and maize.
Blue and maize.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, today's team producers are Sam and Meredith. And I thank you for stepping up to the plate today. We have a very important show.
I'm always ready.
A lot of serious discussions going on here. Okay. Sam, we also have some guests with us.
Oh, Morgan, how are you? Back from college, eh?
I'm good, thanks.
How's college life, huh?
It's good. I like it a lot.
Anything crazy? No?
Not so
Pretty
far.
laid back? How'd
Yeah.
finals go?
They went okay. They were,
Hard?
They
Harder
were-
than
they
high
were-
school?
yeah. I
Harder
mean,
than high school.
yeah, they were pretty easy, but harder than high school.
Okay. Okay.
How about the, how's the independence factor for you? How you do without your parents or family or anyone?
I mean, we just got a house like right down the road from my school, but like I don't see my mom that often. But I mean, it was really hard for me in the beginning because my mom wasn't there like every morning. But now it's getting a lot easier, and I'm getting tired of seeing her as much as I do.
Okay. So. But anyway, all right. Well, welcome back. And what's the lineup for the show today, guys?
Reporter Hannah will look at how video games and TV shows influence our behavior in society. And then reporter Michael will share our Teens in a Pickle segment. And then I'll share about violence in our country. Well, it's been a very tough week this whole week with all the shootings. And then reporter Golda will share what teens can do to make a difference. And then reporter Jackie reports on the 12-12-12 concert.
Okay.
Let's rock and roll. Get it? Concert. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, who are our sponsors today?
Classic.
Oh. We would like to thank local corporate sponsors Duke of Oil, the Bergenson family, and W&W Jewelers. Thank you Lenny Spiegel, Robin and Jerry Bergson, and Stu and Lynn Kuropatkin for believing in our team programs at the JCC Rockland.
Okay. All about nothing.
Hannah, do violent games and TV shows influence our behavior?
I think it does. I think that when kids see a lot of like guns and fighting on TV, they think it's like cool to, I don't know, you always see like little kids, like even in elementary school, like just going around like pretend like playing guns and stuff. And I think they get a lot of it from like movies and TVs.
I agree.
I mean, when I was little, I was at my kindergarten teacher's marriage or wedding. She was getting married.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there doing like Mario Super Smash Bros. Moves, like running around. But on a more serious note, I think all these war games and everything that has to do with guns and shooting is contributing to the fact that Americans as a whole and people in general are becoming numb to these things. They don't really hold the same weight that they do. Obviously, when you hear about kids being murdered, it really strikes a chord with anyone. But it just becomes so universal, and I don't want to call it normal because it's not, but it happens so often now that I feel like a lot of people are just getting like numb to it. and it'll just keep happening regardless of what happens.
I was reading this thing about the transcendentalist movement that I have to do for my English class, and it's just like adding to what Sam said. And there's this thing that Ralph Emerson like talks about, and it's like how everyone like puts on these faces like based on what the media like tells them to do. Like there's a shooting, so like everyone's gonna be sad, but like there's no depth to like how people are really feeling about it. So yeah.
So are we becoming immune to reactions and emotions? Is
I don't
what's
think
happening with our society?
No.
No, we're not becoming immune to reactions and emotions. I just think we're becoming disconnected from reactions and emotions. Like, I mean, how are you supposed to really connect with someone who went through that tragedy? You didn't go through that tragedy. You're still young enough where you don't have kids. I mean, especially at our age, we're at a point in our lives where it's kind of hard to connect with anyone but ourselves. Like we're in the middle. We're not adults. We're not kids, but we're somewhere in some awkward stage. Well, we're gonna move on to some teen that is in a pickle, not
and
literally,
Michael is going to read the letter for us.
but he's in a pickle.
Dear Jake Talks, I listened to your show last week on bullying. I too have watched this kid bully others, and now he's also bullying me. No one has said anything to a teacher since we were all hoping he would stop. He's not, and I need your advice on how to stop bullying. Sophomore from Suffolk.
All right, so here's a teen from Suffolk who was listening to our show last week and sent in this letter. Who's on this piece?
Well, this reminds me of my good friend Martin Niemöller when he said that first they come from the socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they come from the trade unionists and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came from the Jews and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. And unfortunately, I think this person didn't get to the bullies in time for the other kids, and it spread to him. I think one way of going about this is to just let it go, let it take its course, and that's my opinion on bullying.
So we're saying do nothing and just get bullied.
Correct.
I
who else is on
disagree.
this piece?
I think they should speak out because then it won't end.
Okay. Who else? Who signed up for this piece? Who's on it? Meredith and Sam. Who's on this piece?
I don't necessarily think that they should speak out against the bully because that could possibly make him or her angry. But I think they should go to an adult that they're comfortable with and have them talk to the bully. And there
Just
should be consequences.
quick hypothetical.
It will end.
Well, can't you get expelled if you're bullying?
No. How'd you get expelled?
They take it a lot more seriously now, bullying.
But,
Yeah, but
if
not
let's say this person stands up to the bully, and he's now seen as the aggressor. If you get in the bully's face and you're fighting back, regardless if it's a just cause, regardless if you're a vigilante or not, you're going to be seen as the aggressor. And
my mom taught me if you punch a bully in the face, they'll just leave you alone. So
but unfortunately, if you punch a bully in the face, you get expelled.
well,
it's true.
It's a mild problem. I've had this little predicament.
Obviously, I don't know from experience, but no, I just know in certain fights that even if you're not if you're the one standing up for yourself, you'll still get OSS.
It doesn't matter regardless of your actions, and I think that's what gets lost. Stand up to the bully, tell someone. If you tell someone, congratulations, you told someone you end your little problem, but you caused a much larger problem for yourself.
Not if you did it anonymously. Golda
Yeah.
had said something during break.
Yeah, I mean, you could always go to someone at your school and say it anonymously, but chances are, if you're the person who's currently being bullied, and, obviously if no one else is going to stand up for you, there is a way for, the bully to, put two and two together, but, I don't know if I'd necessarily say just take it.
And
It, depends what kind of bullying it is.
In the new world that we're in with the mass media, going back to the all about nothing, everything we experience is so rapid and instant. And in this type of world that we now live in, there is really no more anonymous. There is no more secrecy, and everything will come out in the open, and pretty much does the majority of the time.
Okay. I think I'd like to, will anybody contact their school psychologist? I know you guys are pretty much at South. Anybody at North too here?
Holla back.
Okay. Will you connect and find out what what the adult world in your school would say about the bullying?
What the adult would in my school would say, tell someone.
Well,
I mean,
find out how they would handle it. I'd like to know the steps.
okay.
Okay?
I will find that out for you,
Okay,
Kathy.
thank you. All right, what's next?
I will look at who's in the hot tub. Chris Brown, a few years back, beat Rihanna. But this article, John Lennon beat women too. Do you think paparazzi has a bigger role in celebrities' lives than it used to?
I think.
Oh, you.
I think that the fact that both of them beat people is wrong, but I think that a lot of more people respected John Lennon for his music, unlike Chris Brown, who raps about like sex and drugs and alcohol and things.
Is that possibly because Chris Brown is black?
I think it's a.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
You think they're picking on him because he's black?
No,
I think
it's a bigger
it's
issue
stereotyped.
because he's black.
Yeah, I think it's very
Yeah, John Lennon
John
beat.
Lennon's like really respected and like that's just it adds to Chris Brown's image.
Yeah, he beat multiple women. Chris Brown beat Rihanna 4 years ago.
Also, but let's look at the woman who Chris Brown beat versus the multiple women who John Lennon beat. Is any one of John Lennon the people he abused as famous as Rihanna? And I think that's a part that you have to tie into it also.
Good point.
Is that regardless if it's Chris Brown versus John Lennon, stereotypes going to take effect there. But the people that they beat, you're going to get a lot more publicity if you get beaten and you're a celebrity.
Okay, thank you.
Anytime. What do you think?
Or not be allowed in
Okay.
society.
Well, give me the things that have led up to why the teens are looking at the gun issue.
Well, first the shooting in the movie theater in the summer,
Mhm.
and all the stuff that happened this week, the shooting in the mall,
And
the shooting
Newtown.
in school,
Newtown,
and
Connecticut.
even Columbine in '98.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff.
All right, who's on this
Violent
piece?
stuff.
Do you guys think that guns should be banned from schools? Do you think guns should be banned in general? Do you think certain kinds of guns should be banned?
Yeah. I think certain types.
Brianna, you're shaking your head. What's your take?
I think guns are meant to protect people, and it's different if you choose to use the gun in the wrong way.
Do you think that guns are sitting there asking to be used in the wrong way? I mean, not literally, of course, but
No, but my dad's a police officer, and I know that like he needs a gun to like protect himself from people. He's using the gun the right way, and he's protecting himself against people who are going to use it the wrong way. So I think there's a big difference on the use of guns.
and I think that guns should never be banned from authorities, from
But
law
how about the type
enforcement
of
people.
gun that's used?
And I think it definitely
if
is
this
like a
wasn't such a, what's it called when the gun can go boom, 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 boom,
Automatic.
automatic, then he would have been shooting at somebody and another person could have tackled him. And that would have
Theoretically,
stopped.
Kathy, if someone walked in here with a gun and he was shooting at any one of us, I'm pretty sure most of us would be paralyzed.
And
with
not
fear.
be able to jump and stop him.
I mean, I would love to say that I would run out and tackle him, but I mean, well, the reality of it is, regardless, if you have a gun when no one else has a gun, you're going to have the power.
Mm-hmm. So you don't think with what we've seen in the news since 9/11, that when somebody has a gun, we're not going to become more aggressive in protecting the mass of wherever that gunman is?
I mean, you're going to become protective, but
Because if we know if
in
you
that-
stop and do nothing, we're all going to go.
not